Hi, I'm David from David Christopher's, and right now I want to thank you for being a part of our David Christopher's channel on YouTube, and I want to share with you a few tips for if you're actually in transition at this point from the holiday season, maybe Christmas, to you're not sure what to do. Like most of us, you may have a bottle vase or something that's got a narrow opening that has something seasonal in it, pines, berries, pine cones, that kind of thing, and you're tired of that because you're ready for Christmas to be over and done. So we're going to take these out, and we're going to start by talking about some of the colors that we really feel comfortable using this time of year. We don't really want to go too bright. We're not ready for pinks, yellows, that kind of thing yet. Really what I like to do is I like to look at dried flower colors. So anything that looks like a dried faux magnolia with these browns, this sage green, some olive colors, that's going to work really well for this time of year because you don't have flowers blooming yet. You don't have forsythia coming out yet. We're going to get to that season, but I like a little bit of a transitional time in between winter, Christmas into winter and into spring. I wanted to have some kind of winter foliages. Eucalyptuses work very well. They've got this nice gray-green color to them, and boxwoods, just a nice deep green, middle green boxwood color works really well as well. And because we don't want to overwhelm anyone with color at that point, I also kind of consider if you've got transition time in between summer and fall, sometimes you're not completely ready for pumpkins and sunflowers yet, and you're kind of done with summer, and so you can kind of go back to these dry colors a couple of times a year if you need a transition break. So like this dried magnolia leaf, just something simple that you can drop in a vase like that, and you don't even have to be able to cut the stem. You can just bend the stem up and drop it down inside there. That's going to give you a lot of different color combinations again. And then if you have some lighter colors, this eucalyptus branch is a good piece to add as well. And with that, since this one's a little more sparse, a little lighter and airier, this gives us the opportunity to add something else. So maybe you want to drop some boxwood in with the eucalyptus. And then maybe you also want to get a little bit crazier and you want to add a hydrangea, something that looks still dried, that's not like it's freshly bloomed, but still gives you just a little bit more softness and a little bit of color to it. We can kind of tuck that one down in here in the front. And you want to pull some of this boxwood down in front of it so it doesn't look like it's the only thing on the front of the vase, but just something really simple that gives you a little bit of more texture and a little bit more color instead of having red berries and pine throughout January. Maybe you want to transition into a little bit of something different. I do recommend some dried flower colors. If you really feel like you need just a little hint of color, that's okay. We can always make that with the hydrangea here. Let's see. We're going to pull this hydrangea out. And with the aquas and the blues being so prevalent right now, we're going to add this hydrangea that's still got a lot of this green tone in it that works really well with the boxwood, but it also has just a little hint of this gray-green in some of the leaves, but it gives you a little touch of aqua. And we're just going to slide that right back down where we had the green one. So if you want to add a little color, it's okay, but I don't think we're quite ready for pink and yellow and bright colors yet. If you liked any of the components that we used today, you can always go to www.davidchristopher's.com to check out some of the pieces that we've used and some other options that might be good for you to use. And always you can check with our stores that we promote across the country that carry our brand as well.